You are doing everything right. You are working hard. You are strategic. You're showing up every single day. But there is this feeling. You move from one responsibility and task to the next. Meetings, decisions, family, deadlines. But beneath the strength you show the world, your heart feels exhausted and unsupported. You feel alone in the mess. You feel like you're carrying this load all by yourself. Your business is not growing the way that it should. Or maybe it is, but you feel empty inside. You are building something, but you're not building it with peace. And you know that this is not sustainable. So you start doubting, is this actually the right thing for me? Am I supposed to do this? If you're a Muslim woman in business, you've probably been taught that success comes from hustle, from discipline, from doing the work, from forcing your way to the top, from having so much undeniable proof that it works eventually. But what if the reason your business is stuck is not that you're not doing enough, it's that you're not aligned with Allah's plan for you? In this video, I'm going to show you the exact mechanism that keeps ambitious Muslim women trapped in the grind. And more importantly, how to shift into a state of surrender that actually opens closed doors that you have been trying to force open. And by the end, you will understand why effort without alignment is exhausting. And you will have a clear framework to unstuck your business, your career, and your life, inshallah. You are accomplished. You reached your goals. You are building something incredible. You are giving it all that you can give, but you always feel that there is this missing part. There is a ceiling that you cannot break through. Why can you not figure it out past this point? Why can't you scale? Why are you not growing more? You are optimized. You are networking. You are implementing all the strategies, but now your growth is stuck. Clients are not coming. You're not having the business that you thought you would when you started. The very thing that got you here, the masculine, the controlling, the forcing energy, is now the thing keeping you stuck, not just in business, in your heart, in your relationships as well. Effort without alignments is just pushing a door that's meant to be pulled. You can exhaust yourself, but it won't open. And worse, you just exhaust your soul in the process. You have become so good at pushing that you have forgotten how to receive. You don't relax. You've become so focused on proving yourself that you've forgotten who you're trying to prove it to. And that disconnection is costing you everything. They say just lock in for 1 year, but you are not a man. This isn't a strategy problem, no. You have a spiritual and emotional problem. When you are disconnected from yourself emotionally, you are also disconnected from your intuition, your purpose, and Allah's guidance. Every problem that shows up in your business is actually just a manifestation of a problem within yourself. So it's actually a personal problem because you are your business. This disconnection manifests as stagnation in the business and in your life. But more than that, it manifests as a heaviness in your chest. And this stuckness is actually a spiritual message. It's time to focus on yourself and your akhirah by focusing on your heart and soul. This is not failure. This is a signal. When you're not aligned with your purpose, with your values, or with your faith, Allah creates friction to redirect you, to pivot your direction. This friction is not punishment, it is mercy. It's Allah saying, this path that you are on is not the one that I wrote for you. What's meant for you will come to you, but only when you're in alignment. When you are forcing, you are working against the currents of what Allah has written for you. When you surrender, you work with the current, and the world submits to you when you submit to Allah. And that's where everything just becomes easier, because it's supposed to be easy. Your business stagnation is Allah's way of saying, come back to me, come back to yourself. There is a better way. There is an easier way. You should not exhaust yourself in this way. I don't want you to see yourself exhausting and losing yourself. So how do you move from closed to open? How do you shift from fighting against Allah's plan to flowing with it and having the results that you want easily? Surrender is not passivity. It's not giving up. No, this is the complete opposite of you giving up. It's you accelerating and taking care of the fuel so that your vehicle can go so much faster and be stronger. It's you being in alignment with Allah's will and trusting Allah with your outcome. Step 1 is recognize the forcing. Identify where you are forcing. Are you forcing clients? Are you forcing growth? Are you forcing outcomes? Are you forcing yourself to be someone that you are not inside your business? Are you forcing yourself to be strong when you need to be soft? Forcing looks like constant hustle, always selling, never resting, feeling like you have to convince people, being in your masculine energy 24/7, making decisions from fear instead of clarity. You constantly being on top of everything, making sure that you're always available. That's not the best way to do this. Forcing is what happens when you have forgotten that Allah is the provider. When you think it's all on you, when you believe that if you don't push, nothing will happen, that's when you become exhausted. That's when your heart closes, because your mind becomes tired before your body does. So ask yourself, where am I forcing in my business right now? Where am I trying to control the outcome instead of trusting Allah with it? Pause and feel into the resistance that is coming up within you. Instead of pushing harder when you feel resistance, learn how to pause and ask, what is this resistance telling me? Is this a sign that I need to adjust my approach? Am I out of alignment with my values? Am I disconnected from my purpose? Am I maybe disconnected from Allah? This is where tawakkul enters the chat. The practice of doing your part and then trusting Allah with the outcome. This isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing with trust, not with fear. Because your business is not something that you do. It's something that you embody. You embody the success. You're not working to make it work. You're not making success happen. You are embodying it within you. And naturally, it will flow through your business. It's about knowing that you have done what you can and now you surrender the rest to Allah. Surrender happens in all parts of your business. Resistance is not failure. It's information. When you feel stuck, it's often because you're trying to force something that is not meant to be forced right now. Allah is redirecting you. Just listen. It's like you being pregnant, but you want the baby to come out as soon as possible, as soon as you enter the hospital. But that's not how it works. This is a process. So next time you feel stuck, pause and ask, what is this thing trying to teach me? What is Allah trying to show me? And also, I want you to reconnect with your why. Most stuck entrepreneurs have lost touch with their why. You started with a reason in the first place. You're so focused on the metrics and the growth that you have forgotten your purpose, the meaning behind it all, the reason that your heart said yes to this in the first place. So go back to it and feel how it fuels you even more. True alignment starts with reconnecting to your deeper why, not the money, not the status, because at the end of the day, that's not convincing you. That's not driving you forward. You need a bigger why, the actual purpose. For Muslim women, this often means reconnecting to how their business, for Muslim women, this connects to the community, to your family, to your faith, to you creating a bigger legacy with your purpose on this earth of what you're gonna leave behind. Think about that. Your business is not just about revenue. It's about your provision from Allah. And Allah provides based on your intuition. Allah provides based on your intention, your alignment, and your service. When you reconnect to that deeper purpose, everything shifts because you get what your intention is. Write it down. Why did I start this business? What was I trying to create? Or who was I trying to serve? How does this business align with my values and my faith? How is this business an act of worship? And shift into receiving mode. This is where the feminine energy comes in. Receiving is not passive. It's an active part of openness. It's being clear on what you want and taking aligned action. And then being open to the results that Allah is bringing to you. There's a difference between masculine action, forcing, controlling, pushing, and feminine action, clear intention, aligned effort, openness to what Allah brings. One exhausts you, the other empowers you. You need both. Feminine energy is not weakness, it is trust. It's knowing that you don't have to do it all alone. But you cannot force yourself to trust. That's the whole thing. You cannot do the feminine things in a masculine way because they just don't work. Allah is working with you, not against you. Your softness, your openness, your willingness to receive, that is actually your greatest power. And your masculine energy will never bring you where only your feminine energy can bring you. In your business this week, identify one area where you can shift from forcing to receiving. Maybe it's in how you approach client conversations. Maybe it's how you make decisions. Maybe how you show up. Just choose one and practice the shift. And maybe it can be that you have outgrown your business and you need to make shifts, or you need to grow as a person so that your business grows as well. This is what I'm talking about. Align your daily figure. Alignment is not just one time shift. No, it's about how you start your day, how you make decisions, how you handle challenges, how you rest. It's about staying connected to Allah, to yourself, to your purpose every single day. It's the entire identity that you're operating from. Alignment you can practice. For example, in prayer with intuition. Pray with intention, journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to check in with yourself before making decisions. These aren't luxuries, they are the foundation. These are the steps that you must master before scaling, before growing even more. So master the foundation. When you start your day connected to Allah, connected to your purpose, and connected to yourself, everything you do that day is aligned. Your decisions are clearer. Your energy is different. Your business feels different because you're not doing it alone anymore. And the clients that you have are always a reflection of what is going within you. Like your business is a reflection of what is inside of you. So look within. Choose one daily practice this week. It could be a morning intention setting ritual, maybe a midday pause to reconnect, or an evening reflection. Make it simple, make it sustainable, and make it last. And here's what I have noticed: when women move from forcing to aligning, from disconnected to purposeful, their business doesn't just unstuck, but their whole life shifts, because your entire life is just a representation and a reflection of who you are inside. When you change, everything changes. Your relationships soften, your connection with Allah deepens, your heart feels safe again, your results just flow to you. This is the heart of the Nafs Shift. If you want to go deeper into this alignment work and join the Nafs Shift program, check the first link in the description and watch the video there. So what really happens when you start to align? When you align with the purpose and the mission Allah has set for you, everything just starts to flow through you. You're meant to be a vessel for Allah's blessing. This is the vision Allah had for your life before you were even born. You're just stepping into it and claiming it for yourself. When you shift from forcing to aligning, several things happen simultaneously. Business flows more easily. Your decisions become clearer. Relationships improve. Your stress is gone. And your relationship with Allah deepens. You feel supported. You feel guided. You feel so light. You feel like you're not alone anymore. You're supported all day long. When you are aligned with Allah's plan, you stop attracting the wrong clients and start attracting the right ones, because you become the right person. You stop making decisions from fear and start making them from clarity. You stop feeling like you have to do it all alone, and you start feeling held. That's the power of alignment. And this shift does not happen overnight. It's a journey, but it all starts with one decision, one intention, one commitment. The decision to stop fighting and start surrendering. The decision to trust Allah. The decision to come home to yourself. Come home to your ruh, to your heart, because that's the door of all your blessings. So now you understand that your business is not stuck because you're not working hard enough. No, it's stuck because you are not aligned with Allah's plan for you, with Allah's identity for you. Alignment means recognizing where you are forcing, pausing to listen to the resistance, and then reconnecting with your deeper purpose, shifting into receiving mode so that you can actually start receiving. You cannot receive when your hands are closed. When you do this, start opening your hands. When you do this, everything changes, not just for your business, but your entire life. Your heart opens, your peace returns, your connection with Allah deepens, and your work becomes an extension of your purpose, not a source of pain, trouble, and misery. If you're a Muslim woman and you are ready to move from stuck to flowing, from forcing to alignment, from disconnected to purposeful, then you are ready for the Nafs Shift program. Inside, I help you do this inner alignment work. We heal what has been blocking you from receiving. We reconnect you with your purpose, your feminine power, and your faith, because they're all connected. If you want to learn more, check the first link in the description. Watch the video there, and if it speaks to your heart, and I'm sure it will, you can book a free call with me. This is where we will explore your specific situation and see exactly how I can help you if I can. So assalamu alaikum. See you in the next video, inshallah.